After almost 200 hours in Fallout 2, I thought I'd seen it all, until I discovered the Restoration Project. What I found might just be the definitive Fallout 2 experience. Fallout 2 Restoration Project is a fan-made mod expansion that reintroduces cut content from the original game. We're talking about new characters, locations, and quests, essentially a whole new layer to the game. For this playthrough, I'll be playing an unarmed character with high agility. My goal is to showcase all the special encounters and Easter eggs I missed in my initial run. And here's the best part, I'll be highlighting differences between the restored version and the original game. I'll be streaming it live on my Twitch and YouTube channels, so feel free to join me and be a part of the action. Now let's jump in and check out what's new.
Build a dream on when I'm alone with my...
We'll be taking a look at the mutant armor for Marcus in a little bit. Actually, let's go ahead and do that first.
Something else you wanted?
Alright. So let's see. You want to travel with me?
You want me to come along with you? What the hell? I'm too old to settle down. We going now?
We sure are. And you get some
What do you
experience for doing that. Okay, let's see. I wonder what he says. I have something I'm willing to tell you.
Yeah? What?
Okay, he says nothing.
What do you want?
So yeah, Marcus is a pretty good companion. He's very strong. His main skill is going to be big guns. So I'm thinking about giving him the Bozar. Let's see what he has in his inventory. He has a minigun and some stim packs. These use 5mm. All right, I want him to put away his weapon.
Not a problem.
So in order to get Marcus's mutant armor, you gotta go to the Abbey with him. There's going to be a merchant there who sells it, but he only sells it if Marcus is in your party. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, do you wish to encounter a hermit and some dogs fighting mutated mole rats? You know what, let's check out this encounter. I never seen a hermit. Oh. So these enemies should be pretty easy. I'm not so I wonder if it's just the hermit fighting all these enemies here. It looks as if he hasn't washed in years. He's wielding a combat knife. Alright, let's go and run down here and see what's up. Okay, I think this guy's going to get killed. Let's see. I'm going to use my spiked knuckles on these enemies. I'm not sure which... Yeah, I'm not sure which enemy to attack, so I guess I'm going to punch the mole rat. What was that? Marcus threw something. Oh, it was a flare. I didn't even know that your companions could do that. That's the first time I ever seen that. Looks like the hermit guy's dead. Okay, let's go and... So I guess the dogs are hostile to us. We can go ahead and punch them. And now that I see Marcus fight, I forgot to change his combat controls. Maybe that's why he's throwing stuff instead of using his gun. Oh, he pulled it out. There we go. I think that's all the enemies.
What do you want?
Ooga. Oh, okay. So I'm stupid because of all the mentats I took. I think my intelligence is down to like 2 or 3 right now. Let's see. Whoever is attack whom you want. All right, and I'm going to take these flares from him because I don't want him throwing these. Oh, well, he doesn't have them. Okay, well, maybe now he'll just use his gun. I want to check out what's in this cave here. Sometimes you can find goodies in here. Okay, let's see. We got a bunch of mole rats. And there is no loot in here, so I am going to reload and make my way to the Abbey. So if we go and talk to this guy here, you see Trader Bill. Welcome back. Need something else? Say, I've noticed a lot of old equipment and items have been collected here at the Abbey. I don't suppose you found anything special during your time here? So you noticed that, huh? Yeah, the Abbey folks have a bit of fascination with anything pre-war, especially if it's tech-related. They form some kind of kooky religion around it. I don't quite understand it myself, but they're nice people and they pay good money for anything pre-war I manage to get my hands on. But anyways, as for something special, he glances over at Marcus. It's funny you should ask. I just might have something that would interest your friend here. Such as? You see, a caravan came through here not too long ago, claiming to have come up from the deep south. Said they'd been attacked by some of them vile mutants. Turning to Marcus. No offense, big guy. Anyway, they did a lot of bragging about how they'd wasted all the muties, claimed there'd been nearly a dozen of them, and I called bullshit. But it turns out they had some proof. Yeah? What was that? So I imagine that they came from the Mariposa military base. A hulking set of mutant army they'd managed to salvage off of one of the corpses. Of course, for all I know, they'd stumble upon it in the waste, but who knows? Anyway, they weren't eager to keep lugging the heavy thing around, so they offered it to me for dirt cheap. I didn't know what I'd ever do with it, but I figured a deal's a deal. So, I'm sure Marcus here could benefit from this. How much for it? Well, for this bad boy, it'd easily be melted down to make 3 or 4 sets of metal armor. Let's say 3,000. I've got enough for that. Alright then, this is going to take 2 of us to move this thing, so let me help you fit it to your friend here. So yeah, if I remember right, okay, so here's the armor here. Marcus is now wearing it. Just bring him up here so we can see it. It's basically just metal armor. It weighs 100 pounds.
What do you want?
Let's take a look at the AC. So the AC is going to be 43, so it's really good armor. Let's see. And I want him to take it off so I can look at the icon real quick.
Yeah? Right.
Okay, and here it is. Mutant armor. Weighs 100 pounds. I don't think I can carry it. I think Marcus is the only one who can carry that. So also, from what I read, you can get Kevlar armor for dog meat if you talk to this guy. But we don't have dog meat with us, not yet, so it's probably going to be a future thing we gotta do. Okay, and here we are at the NCR. So this is the place where you're going to find out the location of Vault 13. So the NCR is going to be a very important location as far as the main quest. I believe there's like two ways you can find the location of Vault 13 if you come here. Okay, so first thing I want to do, I want to sell some of my weapons here. So if I remember right, you can buy some combat armor here and a bunch of ammo. So the NCR is probably going to be the best place to find ammo for your weapons. Over here we have a guy selling iguanas on a stick. This is the son of a guy from Fallout 1, son of Bob's. Guess we can buy some iguana on a sticks from this guy. Hungry stranger. I got the best lizard around. Ask anybody. I'll take one. Okay, so he can buy some of this stuff here. Actually, I won't buy anything. So I believe his father in the first game sold like human meat. There's like a quest related to it. Okay, so let's go and talk to this guy. Holster all weapons, so guess I can't talk to this guy until... Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like I gotta wait until the morning to talk to that guy. He might be closed. Hey, welcome to Buster's Fine Emporium of Armament. I'm Buster, and there ain't nobody else. Got some fine goods for sale here, and if you don't see anything you like, then make sure you check out the shelves for additional product. I'm bound to have something that'll tickle your fancy. What do you got? Okay, so this guy's going to have a bunch of stuff. I do need more small energy cells, so let's go and take some of that. Sell this. So he sells a light support weapon. I think that's going to be similar to the M60. So I'll just leave that there. Okay, I'll sell him this stuff. So I forget which merchant in the NCR sells the combat armor. I'm thinking about getting it and giving it to either Cassidy or to Kat. Let's go ahead and go into the NCR. So you're not allowed to carry your weapons into town. You gotta holster them. Otherwise, the guards will attack you. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and talk to this guy here. So this guy is the other merchant. What'll it be, stranger? Let's see what he has. Well, here's my stock. Make sure to look at all my tables for more inventories. If you don't like what I got, get your ass to that shyster buster. Of course, he'll rob you blind. What does he have? Yeah, it's 5mm ammo. I think I'm going to pick that up later. Actually, a lot of this stuff, I can just do this off screen. So I believe he might have the combat armor at his shop. If you look at one of these tables. Let's see. And nope, the combat armor is not here. What about on this table? Nope, he does not have the combat armor. I was pretty sure someone around here had combat armor. I guess not. But one thing I wanted to show off. So if your gambling skill is at least 51%, you can go into the gambling hall. So let's go and bring this up to 51%. So yeah, this is the gambling hall back here. It's very small. What'll it be, stranger? Work. Still looking for some guards if you're interested. Yeah. Is there any other way to make a quick buck in town? There might be something like that. Let's just say the officials wouldn't want to know about an opportunity like this. Well, I would be willing to pay a little for some information. How much are you willing to part with? So we just gotta bribe this guy for some information. I'm gonna give him 500. Well, you didn't hear this here, but the password to the door in the back is gang problem limb. So now we should have access to this back area here. I'm gonna steal my money back. There we go. You notice a small hole in the door where sound seems to be coming from. Hello? So if you go with any of these other first three options, you're not going to be able to go through the door. You got to go with this last one. Gang problem limb. Click, the door unlocks. So if you had a character who is who's really good at gambling, you could come back here and gamble, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to steal from this guy. This guy has a lot of money, 1,000 coins. He also has a pretty good gun, so I'm going to steal that too. Alright, there we go. So we got the weapon from him. So we should be good here. Alright, so I think I'm going to sell that weapon back to Dupo for some extra cash or something. So I'm going to go over here and talk to Dorothy. There's going to be a situation here with a police officer and I guess this lady here. From all the grease and dirt on her, she's a hand-on tool type, especially since the maintenance bot follows her everywhere. Oh my god. Somebody's got to do something. What do? I need some help, quick. What's going on? Oh god, it's Jack. He's threatening to blow up the power plant. There's no time. You have to stop him for me. You can do that, can't you? Stop wasting my time. Lead on. And here's the guy here. Stay back. I've got a bomb. Don't do this, Jack. There's always a better solution. Alright, so I believe the correct choices for his dialogue is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. It's basically just going back and forth between 1 and 2. Don't do this, Jack. There's always a better solution. Yeah, sure. What do you know about this? Nothing. I don't know crap about your problems. Maybe you better tell me. What is this, some kind of trick? Stall Jack until his buddies come to kill him? Who wants to kill you? That damn bitch, my ex-wife. Mira, for one. She wants me dead. Who the hell's Mira? Like I said, my ex. I catch her sleeping around and now she's saying I'm the bad guy. Got the court to give her everything and she's still trying to screw me. No kidding, Sherlock. Now folks are going to listen to me. I forgot to read that last one. Look, think this through. Blow this place up and folks will say Jack took the weak way. Let himself get pushed around by his ex-wife. She wins, you lose. You really think so? Yes, Jack, it's true. I don't know. Now's your chance. Be the big man. Really stand her down. Ah, hell. Maybe you're right. This wasn't the greatest idea anyway. You get 6,000 experience points for doing that. That's a lot of experience. How easy that quest is. Also, we get some books if we talk to this lady here. You talked him out of it? That's amazing. The town owes you big, mister. Look, it's not much. But here's some manuals I've been collecting. Maybe you can sell them or something. And I leveled up. And I think all my companions leveled up, except for Marcus. Okay, so now we are level 19, which is good. So this doctor is involved in finding out the location of Vault 13. He also has a bunch of stuff that we can steal from him. So, what can I do for you? Let's see. Know where I can find Vault 13? I ain't heard that mentioned since old Salt Beef was brought in here. Sunstroke. Burned with fever for 3 days. All the time ranting how he found a Vault 13. His motherlode. Motherlode? The big one. Salt Beef's an old uranium prospector. More accurately, a drunk. Lives out on Weston's spread these days. Another question. You know what? Let's see what kind of jobs he offers. You best go talk to President Tandy. I've heard she's looking for a special type of person. Okay, what does he have? So, I'm gonna go and talk to this guy, Salt Beef. Apparently he knows the location of Vault 13. Before I go and talk to Salt Beef, I am going to go to the bar and pick up a beer from this guy. So Salt Beef will not give you any information unless you give him a beer. Honestly, I can just pay for the beer. Say, you're the one who got Jack to give up, ain't you? That was good work. So, what do you want? I want a drink. Give me a beer. And it's 10 coins. There we go. You just need one. So, old salt beef, he's going to be in Wesson's ranch. So, you see an old grubby man with stringy hair. He's got about 3 teeth and a face crisscrossed with little veins of a drunkard. He smells bad too. Oh, looks like he's having a hard time. Howdy, stranger. Who are you? Name's Bob. Salt Beef Bob. Yep, how about you? Chris Rock. That's a right fine name, yep. Say, you wouldn't have a drink on you, partner? Yes, I do. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Ah, that's right fine of you, stranger. Fine person indeed. Kind of a man should have as his partner. Gulp. Did I ever tell you about the time I made my big strike? Hey, quit drinking all my booze. No. It was back in '78, and me and Bessie, best spot a man ever had. We was uranium prospecting west of here. We hadn't turned up a rad's worth of beans when, all of a sudden, 5, no, I'm sure it was 10, Deathclaws jumped us. They fought like hellcats. I fired so much I melted down my rifle barrel and was going at 'em with knife to claw when old Bessie finally fused her last circuit board. Well, I tried to save her, but it weren't no use. Finally had to cut and run, keeping 'em off with rocks all the way. Well, things looked bad when I stumbled into this cave. Thought I was a goner for sure. Figure it was their lair. But I had my torch, so I went inside. Ooh-wee! It was a deep cave, and that's when I saw it. It was a great big door, like them kinds you see in the old video flicks. Big and made of steel. And on it was carved Great Big 13. I knew I found it, the mother lode, the Vault 13. I sat right down and made me a map. Damn near died getting out of there. Past them Deathclaws and then the sun of the desert and no water. By the time I staggered into Shady's hands, I was mostly dead. Took me to the dock and fixed me up, but that dock stole my map. I knows it, and that's all I got to say. So the doctor stole his map. There's this salt beef fellow. Says you stole a map from him. What's the deal? That old drunk. The only thing I ever got from him was my Velvet Elvi painting in lieu of cash. A Velvet Elvi, could I see it? Well, I was really hoping to get some money for it. I'll let it go for $10,000. Sure, here's the $10,000. Thanks, I've been trying to get the money out of salt beef, but that bum never had any. Thanks. So we can just steal that money back. Most of the time you can steal money back from NPCs in this game. There we go. So let's take a look at this this painting. So this is a painting of Elvis, but slightly different. On the back of the painting, you find a hand-drawn map showing the location of Vault 13. It weighs 12 pounds. So I imagine you can sell that. Because we already have the location of Vault 13. This is going to be another quest we can do. which requires us to go to Broken Hills. I guess you don't really need to go to Broken Hills to do this quest. You just need to you just need to find somewhere that has a super mutant. Excuse me, I'm Dr. Henry, and I'm very busy. What do you want? I'm Chris Rock, the Chosen One. I'm looking for Vault 13. The Chosen One? Of course, that makes sense. Interesting. I'm afraid I can't help you. I was assigned to cybergenetics research, not the Vault Behavior Project. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but in order for us to initiate his quest, we gotta ask about cybergenetics. I don't remember ever studying that one. Oh, it's a whole new field. Very exciting. Why, I'm working on some projects right now. A radical new concept for the mutant problem. You see, it's really quite simple. Mutancy isn't absolute. It can be cured. Of course, my simple-minded colleagues were just trying to solve the whole problem the crudest way possible. Purification, indeed. I'll admit, there were some early problems, but I got them worked out now, I think. In fact, you could help me perform the field testing. Interested? Field testing? What do you mean? I prepared a small sample of the serum, but it needs to be injected into a host. Well, I'm not letting you stick any needles in me. You? Oh no. The serum's not refined enough to handle such a low mutagenic quotient. It must be used on a super mutant. Inject the serum into a super mutant, then come back and report the results. I understand Broken Hills is full of them. What's in it for me? You'll be participating in an important experiment. In fact, the most important scientific, you mean money. Well, I do have a Cyberhound Mark II personal security model that I brought with me. I suppose I can have it activated online by the time you get back. Would that do? Cyberhound? Sure, why not? Excellent. Here's the serum. Fit it up in a stem hypo. All you have to do is use it on a super mutant, then report back to me. Like I said, Broken Hills, that's the place to look. Good luck. So apparently, there's a map over here that gives us the location of Ranger safe houses. I'm going to check that out. That's going to be new to the restoration mod. I believe I got to go here. Alright, so this is the... I guess this is the Ranger safe house. What do they call themselves? Let's see. You see a pretty young woman dressed in combat armor, and you see a big super mutant. And he's wielding a flamer. Let's go and talk to this person. What are you doing here? This is a private... Hey, wait a minute. I think I've heard of you. Are you the one that took out Metzger's slave camps? Yep, that was me. That was a fine thing you did, and I just want to shake your hand. You're welcome. Now, why don't you tell me who you are? So yeah, you can get these people to help you take out Metzger's slave camps if you come here first before you go to the slave camps. I'm Elsie. That's Gond. We're members of an anti-slavery group called the New California Rangers. We could use someone like you. If you're interested in joining us, I've got a task for you. Well, let's hear it. There's a slaver just outside of town. Maybe you've seen his place. Free the slaves there, then come back and talk to us. I can do that. Alright, so... what does this guy say? You ain't supposed to be here. And he looks very aggressive. So I think somewhere around here there's going to be a map. Somewhere. Here we go. You see a ranger's map. Let's take a look at this. Alright. There appears to be several ranger safe house locations to the north of NCR. You mark their locations in your Pip-Boy. And it says, a map of the surrounding area won't help you much, but there are code names on it for the ranger safe houses in the north. So we'll take a look at that. We can put this back since we have the locations marked down. So where are these safe houses? So I see one right there by New Reno. So I do recall reading that they're going to be north of the NCR. So there's another one that is near Reading. And there's going to be another one near Klamath. So let's go ahead and go to this one here. I wonder what's going to be at these safe houses. You enter a mountainous area. A ranger's safe house lies nearby. Hold on, let me talk to this person. You're like slavers? You like slavers? I sure hope not, for your sake. So can we go in? Oh, okay. So it's just a small little house here with rangers. Greetings, friend. You got loot? Nothing that I want. So yeah, this place is going to be completely new. Ooh, I'm going to take this. Might as well take the weapons. Looks like there's just 4 rangers here. Looks like that's all that there is here. Not much in these safe houses. I was hoping for a bit more, but I guess that's good enough. Got some ammo and a weapon. Alright, so I'm going to test the serum on this guy here. And I don't want to unlock that one. Alright, let's open the cell door. And you see Elmo, the drunken mutant. You see a bleary-eyed mutant who appears to have difficulty focusing on you. I think I'm going to puke. Please, shh. And for whatever reason, he's in jail. And I use the serum. Apparently this serum is bad. So let's go and report that back to that doctor. I won't be picking up the cybernetic dog. So how'd it go? Is the test done? Yes, it is. And how did it work? He's dead, Jim. Still some bugs, I see. Well, try and try again. What about my pay? Of course. The cyberdog is all yours. Now, I have work to do. Woof. Woo woo woo. Woof. Let's go. Oh, it won't follow me. That's alright. So we still need to free the slaves in the slave pen for the rangers. So, the north side of town, outside of town, you got these slave pens here. Now, I have no idea why the NCR allows this. The NCR is supposed to be against slavery, but they have like these slave pens and slaves here, right outside their town. And clearly they don't support it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be outside of town. Alright. So we gotta go and kill all these people and release the slaves here. So you can do a quest for these guys here if your karma is below a certain point. But my karma is, I mean, it's over 1,000. I'm the savior of the damned. So these people are going to hate me. So what do you want? So what's this place do? This place is my place and I, Fortis, run an honest and legitimate business no matter what anybody in NCR tells you. Since NCR doesn't allow slaves inside the gates, I mind them for folks who got business inside. You can ask this person for work, but he just throws you out. Fuck you. Boys, escort this annoying crud out of my sight. Bite me. Let's go back in here. I'm gonna gather up my companions here. And I am going to punch these guys. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna punch this guy first. I think he has a pretty good weapon. Alright, well, he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Let's go over here and punch this guy. Just pathetic. Yeah, we are tearing them up. There's another guy coming in towards us, wearing metal armor. I think Sola can handle this guy. He should be able to. Now he's dead. Now there's another guard down here somewhere. Actually, two of them. I'm just gonna make my way down there. Okay. So apparently this guy's a slave overseer. And he is dead. Alright. So let's go and... So, I didn't take any damage, I don't think. So that went well. Alright, let's see. Alright, so it should just take 2 punches to kill these things. These guys, rather. So this guy must have a desert eagle or something. Yep, he does. There we go. And I'm gonna tell Marcus to loot the remains. I think he has the least amount of stuff in his inventory. I'm gonna go up here and see if there's anybody in this outhouse. All right, so we're good. There's no one there. So it appears the door is locked. Let's see if I can unlock this. Yep, there we go. So all we have to do is just use these computers to let these slaves go. Invalid code sequence. Invalid code sequence. There we go. So I just got to use science to unlock those. Invalid code sequence. Okay, and it looks like that's all the slaves freed. Not sure where they're going to go, but they now have their freedom. Alright. I've heard the news already. You freed the slaves. Good work. So you're ready to become a ranger? Yes. Do you swear to fight slavery whenever the opportunity arises and to help your fellow rangers whenever they're in need? Yes. Congratulations, you're now a ranger. It is your sworn duty to fight slavery wherever it may appear. Take care, my friend. And we get a bunch of experience points for doing that, and a ranger pin. This ranger pin says you're an official New California Ranger. Look, it's got a code wheel and everything. Code wheel. Wonder what that means. Or what it does, rather. So, apparently Mr. Wesson had some work for us to do. I'm Roger Wesson, and you can't come barging in here. What do you want? I'm here about a job. That all? Talk to my foreman, Felix. You don't understand, I'm here to do a job. A job, you mean? Uh-oh. That was the wrong dialogue. Hear about a job. There we go. Alright, the sheriff suggested I come talk to you personally. Dumont recommended you? Well, that's good enough for me. Something or someone has been raiding my Brahmin at night. I need to find out what's up. How about going out there and looking into it for me? I'll pay you for your trouble. Sounds like easy work. I'll do it. Excellent. Felix will guide you out there. Now, if you'll excuse me. So, now we just gotta go and talk to Felix down here. Done with your meeting? Yeah, he said to see you about some problem with the Brahmin. Right, someone or something has been killing Brahmin on the West Pasture. I'll take you out there, and you take care of it. Let's go. And here we go, we got some Brahmin here. Wow, this sure is boring. Hope something happens. Look at the time. Look, human guard Brahmin. Ruthar say we go. Ruthar say we go, no hurt human. These things left some big tracks. It shouldn't be hard to track them back to their nest. Exit grid to the northeast. So we just encountered some talking death claws. What's that about? So I believe if we go up here to this exit grid up here, we can go directly to Vault 13, and that's how you would figure out the location of that place. But since we already know the location of Vault 13, I'm just going to go back to the NCR. And also, if you go through that exit grid up there, your car doesn't come with you. You again, what do you want? About your Brahmin problem. Looks like all you got to do is post the man out there. He doesn't even have to do anything. Just be there. I know it sounds weird, but it will work. You mentioned some pay? Well, then here you go. Nice to meet you, stranger. And there we have it. Ooh, what's this? You see a statue. There's a plaque at the base. It reads, "To the stranger in Vault 13. What doesn't exist, we must sometimes dream, and let our dreams inspire us to greater heights." So it was with the stranger and his belief in the legend of Vault 13. So I believe this is going to be the Vault Dweller. It's nice of him to build a statue to celebrate the main character from the first game. Okay, who's this guy? I gotta talk to a guy named Fergus. There's nothing particularly exceptional about the guy. He looks like an epitome of a budding bureaucrat. Welcome to Congress House. How can I help you? I'm looking for a job. That's nice. This isn't a hiring hall. Why don't you try downtown? So... Nope. Alright, so I'm not sure who this guy is. I didn't get a name. The door appears to be locked. Good day, stranger. New in town? So maybe this guy is, Fergus. I'm here to see President Tandy. Concerning, I heard your president's got a job to be done. Oh, that. Talk to Mr. Gunther in the back. There we go, so the door unlocks, and this must be him here. Can I help you? Who are you? My name is Gunther, personal assistant to President Tandy. Now, what can I do for you? I understand the president has a job to be done. Ah, yes, well, she's instructed me to send anyone asking about it. Send in anyone asking about it. You're buzzed in. It's the door to my right. Okay, so this must be her office. I kind of imagined this place would be bigger, given that a president works here. You see a tough, self-confident woman. It's clear that she's used to the respect of others.
I'm Tandy, President of the new California Republic. Welcome to Shady Sands. I hear some pretty impressive things about you. No point in dancing. Got some business I want to discuss.
Fine. What can I do for you?
We need some computer parts from our old base, Vault 15. Problem is, there's squatters there who won't let anybody by. Somebody has to convince them to let us in, or just bring back the parts. You up for the job?
Yep, I'd be happy to help you out.
Fair enough. Do it right and there's a reward.
Alright, I'm off. And I wonder if we can ask a little bit more about the quest.
Back, are you, stranger? So the job's done? Do we have access to the vault?
I'm still working on it. I'll see ya.
Hell and thunder. Then stop wasting my time.
A cluster of dirty tents and shacks hug a wooded hillside. The people you see are lean and wary. So we are here outside of Vault 15. Looks like there's some squatters here. Well, there's a lot of shacks and tents. So I gotta figure out how to get inside this vault. Who's this guy? I see a squatter. Sorry, stranger, I don't have time to chat with you. Wait a minute, why won't you talk to me? We're a very private community here. We don't want any trouble or interference from outside sources. Please just leave us be. So they don't really like outsiders. You see an older woman. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Can we talk privately, please? What do you want to talk to me about? My daughter is missing, and I need help finding her. I can't talk about it here, though. Can we go somewhere private? Alright, let's go. Thanks. We can go to my tent. We should be able to talk here. I have some questions for you first. What do you want to know? What's going on around here? We call this place the Squat because it was settled by the homeless of many cities. It's not much, but it's all we have. To the west is a city called the NCR. They've known about us for quite some time and never offered us any kind of help or hindrance. Now, they are suddenly claiming this area as their ancestral home. They want it back. They keep sending people here to try and talk us out of our home, but they don't understand that we have nowhere else to go. We don't have the skills necessary to survive on our own if we leave here. I see. What do you want to know? So, I wonder who's in charge around here. That would be Zeke. He runs everything up here. You can find him in the building over there, points northeast. Thank you. Alright, so let's talk about our problem now. I have a daughter named Chrissy, who's a bit of a tomboy. She likes to run around, explore, and pretty much stick her nose into things. Chrissy's a good kid, though. She doesn't cause trouble. She's always home on time, and she's shown herself to be a very responsible young lady. I let her do as she pleases most of the time. Last week, Chrissy didn't come home. I've asked around and nobody's seen or heard from her. I tried to find her myself, but Zeke, he's sort of the mayor here, stopped me. He said it wasn't safe for me to go out looking on my own. He'd have some of his men do it. They couldn't find her either. He said that maybe the slavers got her. I can't explain why, but I don't believe the slavers took her. I have an uneasy feeling that something else is going on, and then there's this feeling that I'm being followed. I've had it ever since I talked to Zeke about Chrissy. I need someone to help me find my daughter. Will you help me, please? Alright, well, we'll help her. Thank you so much. I'll never be able to repay you for this. I'll wait here until you bring... Hey, There was someone outside listening to us. I saw their shadow on the tent wall. It just ran off that way. Points northeast. They must have heard everything. Oh well, shit happens. Okay, I'll try and stop them. If someone was listening to us.